So what is your name?
Robert May. Last name M-A-Y. And just to give you a little rundown on why I ended up in the service, when I graduated from high school in 1949, we still had the draft. So every time I went to get a job, they'd all say, go put your time in the military, and then when you get out, we can give you a job. Well, at the time, I put 3 years was the normal tour of duty. And so I joined the Air Force, which had just become the Air Force in 1947. And I thought I was only going to be in for 3 years. And as it was, Harry Truman came out because of the Korean War and said that everyone that is in the service would have to extend 1 more year. So at the time, I was in the Philippine Islands. And then I went up to Korea and spent some time in Korea. And then back to the Philippines. And then from the Philippines, I was sent to, of all places, Godman Field, Fort Knox, Kentucky, which is an Army field. And there were 2 Air National Guard units there that I was with for a while. And then eventually I was sent to Langley Field, Virginia. And after a tour of duty there, I requested special assignment and went to Taiwan and was with the Chinese Nationalist Air Force for 2 years. And when returning to the States, they assigned me to Hamilton. At that time, it was the 78th Air Defense Command was here. And I was in the 78th Organizational Maintenance Squadron. We took care of all of the non-tactical aircraft, and mostly all T-33s. And I was here until, I'd say maybe 4 years, and then all of a sudden the military come out and said, we don't have any mechanics for our reciprocating aircraft, propeller aircraft. And having both jobs, have done both jobs, they took me off the jets and put me back on reciprocating aircraft, which was the C-123s here at Hamilton. And I flew them for about a year and then ended up being shipped over to Vietnam. And in Vietnam, for the first month I was there, we flew C-123s out of Tan Son Nhut. And then I got transferred over to another base, Ben Hoa, and I was with the forward air controllers for the rest of my tour. And when that tour was completed, I requested to be sent to Florida and wanted to check out the weather and everything down there. But as it was, I was sent back to Hamilton. But this time I was sent to the 44 35th SAM outfit, which is Special Air Missions. And all we did was transport the general at the Presidio, Army General, anywhere he wanted to go, except to Vietnam. We could not take him there. There was a restriction on that. But we flew him and his staff anywhere they wanted to go. And I was with them until I retired in 1969. And a total of, since 59 to, I guess I spent a total of about 8 years here at Hamilton. And over the 8 years, it had changed. Various aircraft had changed. From when I first got here, they had F-89s. And then from the F-89, they went to the 104s, which did not turn out to be the greatest aircraft. And then from the 104s, they went to the I believe it was the 102s. And I left here and retired in, as I said, 1969. And since it was in such a nice area, I just decided to stay here. And at the present time, we live in Novato, and we've been here ever since I retired.
Thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
Is there any final thoughts?
Oh, it was sad to see the base close, but it is refreshing to see that the hangars are still here. Some of the original buildings are still here, and you kind of get a feeling that, you know, you kind of own the place, and you hate to see changes made, but time goes on and things do change. And with as time goes on, and the missiles and the new electronics and everything that's on now, why, the old days are gone and they're forgotten.
All right. Thank you for having this interview.
Okay, you're welcome.
Wings over the Navy, wings over the sea. We're top of the service, the Navy's cavalry. High over the ocean, flying wide and free. The soldiers, sailors, and marines are demons at finishing all the scenes, or posing in the magazines. But with the Navy's eyes, the Admiral's fireflies were high sky riding aeronautical guys. Wings over the Navy, sailing the seven